Alright folks, welcome back to Glesga News. Right, okay, so this is a story by Tara Fitzpatrick. Alright Tara, your story made it to Glesga News, hen. Right, so it all surrounds this picture here. Somebody's taking a video of this boy out in an e-scooter. He's on a dual carriageway. They were doing about 40. He's past them and he's moving away rapidly, so he's probably doing, 45, 50 on an e-scooter. Now, I didn't know much about e-scooters, but I certainly didn't know they could do 50 mile an hour for any kind of range. But I mean, obviously, what do I know? But anyway, so the headline: Scots driver spot. Never mind that. Let's have a look at it. Aye, what'd you make of that then, eh? Holy Toledo. The thing is, the couple that filmed it, James Irvine Pryce, he took the video to the cops. Went straight into a police station, mate. He didn't just put it on Facebook or YouTube or some social media platform. He took it straight to the mob, straight in, mate. Constable, aye, what is it? Can you have a look at this? What? I've got a video. What kind of video is it? It's an offence taking place. Do you want to look at it? Okay. And the police start. You can just imagine the police watching it, and saying, okay. Now they're watching it, thinking that's shocking, isn't it? But he's adding up the charges. He's like that. Well, no licence, no insurance, no road tax, no headlamps, no side lights, no back lights. He's not using any kind of form of indication. He's not using his arm to turn left. He's no crash helmet on. He may be even underage. He's just racking it up. He's thinking to himself, if I catch this bastard, this will make me a chief inspector. He can't wait. He's just looking at this couple as if to say, I need to get this video off them. I need to keep this secret. I don't want it to go anywhere. I want to catch him. I'm going to wait for him. Who is he? That's his motivation. It kind of reminds me a wee bit of something that happened to me when I was younger. I was a lot younger than this guy, and we never had e-scooters or anything like that. We just had e's. No, I'm only joking. We never took drugs or anything like that. But anyway, listen, I was about 9 or 10. I had a paper run and all that, and I had a bike. Just an ordinary bike. It's a big bike for a boy my age, but it was a full-size bike. And I was always battering about as fast as I could. And where I lived on a road that had a big hill on it, and I used to pedal down this hill, try and go as fast as I could, try to catch all the motors and all that, And then I found out you could buy a speedometer for your bike. So I saved up my money, my paper run, went and got this speedo, fitted it on my bike, and I couldn't wait to go. Went to school, couldn't wait to get back. I got the bike out, summer's day, top of the hill, and I started doing that hill, and because I had that speedo, I was pushing it. I was leathering it going down that hill. Oh, I looked at the speedo, 20, 25, 30, bang, and then everything went black. I don't really remember the impact. What I do remember though is waking up on the opposite side of the road on the pavement. So technically what had happened, I was looking at the speedo that much, and pedalling that much, I had pulled right over to the right hand side of the road and ran right into the back of this guy's helmet imp. Right? The impact had completely threw me off the bike, threw me onto the back window, cracked the back window, and completely gubbed the back of his motor. That was the bumper, sort of chrome bumper. Now, I'm coming to, lying on the pavement. The wheel of my bike has been pushed, the fork has been pushed right back, right back. It looked like something out of a fucking circus act, right? It no longer resembled the bike it had resembled 5 minutes ago, and I'm trying to take this all in, looking about me when I hear a lot of running. There's a lot of running, and I'm thinking, oh, people are coming to help me. I couldn't have been further from the truth. What was coming towards me was the family that owned this fucking Hillman Imp, and they had no interest whatsoever in the injured kid that was lying on the pavement. The only thing that concerned them was the banana-shaped fucking chrome rear bumper and the fact that the back screen was cracked. What you fucking doing? He shouted at me. What? What you fucking doing, you wee bastard? Look at the state of my motor. I'm trying to get myself together. I'm trying to try and focus. When I notice he's got his two sons out with him. Now they're about 12 to 15, and I know they're like that. Dad, you want us to batter them? And I'm like that. I don't want that. On my mind, the survival gene kicked in. Bang. People call it the run, the fright. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I call it survival gene. And all I could think about was stop these two bastards kicking my head in. So I'm like that, mate. I'm holding up the only shooter that I can move at a time. Mate, listen to that. I've got a paper run, pal. I've got a paper run. I'll pay it. Don't you worry about it. I'll steal one of the bumpers. I know where there's another one of the motors. I'll steal it for you. That's the only thing I could think of. That was the only thing I could get in my brain, because I didn't have any funds or anything like that. You fucking better do it, you wee bastard. Next time I can see there's other people coming out the houses, and they're saying to the guy, "What happened, John?" And he's going, "That wee bastard's fucked my motor." Nobody was saying, "Oh, look at the state of him, his head's all blood. He's fucking looks as though he's really fucked. Look at his bike." They were just going like, "That wee bastard. I've seen him flying about in that bike." I was like, I had to get out of there, man. I was like, "Look, mate, listen. I've got my roads. I've got a tenner. I'll bring it down to you. You fucking better get the money down here, son. What's your address?" I gave him my address, and I kind of quietened him down a wee bit. Didn't really understand that. And they're like, "Well, you better get something sorted out here, right? We want this fixed." And the other ones, this big ones, are like, "Aye, I know where you're in first year and all that." I'm like, "Oh, I need to get out of here." So I dragged my bike with the back wheel with the one arm that could support it, staggered all the way up the road, brought the bike in, dropped it off. My ma's like that. "Jesus, Holy Toledo," she said. She didn't say Jesus Christ as you think I was going to say. She was the one that started me in the Holy Toledo. No, really, I'm just making that up. That was Batman. But anyway, she says, "Jesus Christ, what happened?" And I went, "Bang my head." "No, the bike." I went, "Oh no, I ran into the back of a motor." "What?" I says it, and I explained it to her. She's like that. Dirty bastards. That time my dad's just wandered in for work. "All right, darling. Never you mind, darling me." He's like, "Hey, what's going on here? What's happening?" I'm like, "Oh God, here we go, a domestic." "What? You'd say that? Look at the state of your boy's bike." He's like, "Who done that?" "They bastards down there with the Hillman Imp." He's like, what do you mean?" "Never mind that. Never you mind that. If you're any kind of man, you'll go down there and knock fuck out of them. You'll go down there and set fire to that fucking Hillman Imp." So there was none of this, what about the boy? You know, it was none of that. It was more about my mother manipulating my father, right, to make him feel less of a man unless he sorts this family out. You know, this was what's called family politics in Glasgow. Basically, all I did was sneak away. I used the opportunity to take my mother's catalogue. She used to buy her clays and everybody else's clays, including mine, out a catalogue. You would pay it every week. And when she was never looking, I would grab the catalogue and take it up to my room and look at all the women with just wearing their bras and pants. That was porn to me, you know. So there I was. I just wiped the blood off my face, went in, I had one good horn. That's what I'm thinking. Well, I've got a good horn. I'll go into the room with the catalogue. I pushed my bed up against the wall, up against the door, and tried to forget about it. You know? I mean, really, that memory coming back. People say when they're "Oh, I recalled this childhood trauma." That's what these sort of things do to me. When I see incidents like this, I'm reminded of the trauma I went through as a child. You know, needless to say, I never paid a fucking penny to that guy's Hillman Imp, and sometime later it was setting fire. You know, and I don't want anything to do with that. Anyway, folks, I do not know where I'm going with this video. I've just went off on a complete rant there, and I apologise for that. I sincerely apologise for that. You don't need to hear this shit. And there's tons of these stories, right? It's just they're brought back into my memory. You know, when something happens, something similar. When somebody's having a go at a kid, that these people are having a go at this kid, right? He's not harmed anybody. At the very worst, he's going to kill his cell, you know. What's he going to do? He runs into the back of somebody's motor, he's going to dent it. He's a danger to his cell. I'm not interested in him getting done for this, that and the next thing. I'd like him to be wearing a crash helmet. I don't care about the rest of it, right? You can care about it, you can jump up and down about it. I don't give a monkeys. Nobody's saying anything about bombing the Chinese, innit? Anyway, that's another story. If you like the content, hit the like button, share and subscribe, because that's what I've got to say about that. Peace out. How dare you!